Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco, it's Christian McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Niners will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Looking deep for Jennings. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. It's a gain of 35. Turns into a long play on the post route, but he was there. What makes that so tough to defend?
When you run routes that pull extra defenders away from the middle of the field and leave it open for a one-on-one, and your quarterback manipulates that defender with his eyes, you can often get a big play right down the middle.
The Broncos at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard We've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a pass hauled in downfield and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And some space here. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Makes the score Niners 14, Broncos nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. To the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 21-0 our score after 1. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down.
36. Kill. Gotta go. In and out. Let's go. Switch it.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Steps away. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Switch. Check 50. Hey, check 25.
They give it to Williams, running right. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Lance finding Kittle. 1st down, San Francisco. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 97 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. On play action, Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now it's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead. after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From the 38, Lance. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd have the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And, oh, he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. Well, that's caught downfield by Kittle. A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. Didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Trey Lance keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Niners take a 3-touchdown lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 17-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Check 4, check 4, check 3, check 3, check 3. Hey, alert. 52, check 14.
They run. It's Williams. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. On 3rd down, Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. After the sack on first down, Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 45 yards. And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Throwing is Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. The Broncos send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Fielded just inside the 30. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They go play action now. Wilson. They'll roll him out right. That's caught out right by Jennings. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on fourth down, a change of possession anyway. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Williams running left. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Wilson. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Eric Armstead able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson eluding the pressure right. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Tight dog, 36 power. Undercrunch. He's coming. One left.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The option to give to Williams here. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. The slot man in motion right. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. A give to Williams, running right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams
With his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year.
And the Broncos get a bit closer.
And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Flush to his right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now a play fake. Lance completes it to Samuel.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. McCaffrey running up the middle. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance
Steps away to his left.
gets this one to Juszczyk. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Sliding out of the pocket. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
The busy night continues for Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wilson.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
132 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Gold for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to his left.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Flushed out right. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Lance on target to Samuel for a Niner first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready. 45. White.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Now Lance throws the interception, his third.
Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
One last shot for Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for San Francisco, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.